Hello boys, good morning to all of you. I am YK Sharma available on your YouTube channel. Boys, today I am going to discuss about the third chapter, metals and non-metals. In this chapter, you will learn about the properties of metals and non-metals and different reactions. In this year, the metallurgy portion is deleted only for this session. So let us see, what do you mean by metal? Metal consists of 5 words: M, E, T, A, L. They all have different meanings, and this depends upon the different properties, such as M. M means malleability. What do you mean by malleability? Malleability means the metals which can be hammered into thin sheet is called malleability. Most of the metals are malleable. Most malleable metals are silver and gold. These two metals are most malleable. Okay. Now, which metals are not malleable? Sodium and potassium. These two metals are not malleable. Mercury is also not malleable. It is clear? Now E, second letter is E. E means electropositive in nature. What do you mean by electropositive? You know that all metals have tendency to lose their electrons to form cation. For example, sodium will lose 1 electron to form Na+. Magnesium will lose 2 electrons to form Mg2+. Calcium will lose 2 electrons to form Ca2+. Aluminium will lose 3 electrons to form Al3+. Here you are observing that Na+, Mg2+, Al3+ are forming. That is why you can say that metals are electropositive in nature. T means tensile strength. Due to this tensile strength, they are ductile. Ductility is the property of the metals through which they can be drawn into thin wires. Silver and golds are two most ductile metals. Silver and golds are most two ductile metals. So these two metals are malleable as well as ductile. It is clear? And due to tensile strength, they are ductile in nature. Okay? Now fourth letter is A. A means alloys formation. What do you mean by alloy? Alloy is the homogeneous mixture of metals with metal or non-metal. So most of the metals are used in the formation of alloy, such as brass, bronze, German silver. They all are alloys. In the formation of alloy, metals are used. So A means alloys formation. And next letter is L. L means lustrous. Metals have a special shining property. Due to this property, they can be identified easily. They have great shining properties, and due to this property, they can be identified easily. So L means luster. They have a special shining property. And now last alphabet is S. S means sonorous. Sonorous means when they beaten, they produce a special sound. you know well. Then when you will beat iron, the special sound is produced. Okay, so these are the physical properties of the metals. On the basis of these properties, they are identified, they are called as metal. Once again, metals are malleable, metals are ductile, metals are electropositive in nature, metals have great tensile strength, metals are lustrous, metals are used in alloy, and other properties are the melting and boiling point of metals are very high. They are found in their solid form. Which metal is found in its liquid form? Mercury. Their density is very high. They can conduct the electricity. It means they are good conductor of electricity. Which one metal is bad conductor of electricity? Lead. And they are very hard. Which metal is not very hard? Sodium, potassium, mercury, they all are not very hard. So on the basis of these properties, they are considered as metals. For example, iron, aluminium, zinc, sodium, they all are metals. Gold, silver, they all are copper, they all are metals. Okay boys, I think all of you are clear about the metals. Next day I will discuss about the properties of non-metal. Okay, thank you very much.